was just sitting here thinking about the BET award show and Nipsey's family going up and receiving his award for him. And it just really touched me how well his mother spoke, and the things that she had to say about his assassination and the story behind what she had to say. And there were some things that stood out to me. First off, she said her son was assassinated. Okay. And that 2 weeks prior to his death, she was not getting any sleep, and neither was Nipsey. So the question is, why was she not getting any sleep 2 weeks prior to her son's killing? And why was Nipsey himself not getting any sleep? What was going on that they couldn't get any sleep? She's telling us something that everybody's not paying attention to. She wasn't able to get any sleep for 2 weeks. Nipsey was not able to get any sleep for 2 weeks. Then she says when she went to the crime scene and she spoke with the officer and she asked him, who got shot? And they said Nipsey Hussle. And based on that, it sounds like they didn't even know that she was his mother. I mean, the way that she was addressed and the way that she was approached and everything, it just sounds weird too. She asked what happened, and they said somebody was shot. And she had to say, or ask, well, who? And they go, Nipsey Hussle. So that stands out to me as well. She had to do a lot of digging to get information. And the cops didn't even know at first where they took him. She said that the cops said he thinks they took him down to the medical center in South somewhere. He thinks. So then the officer had to call and find out and get confirmation of where Nipsey was taken. If people were doing their jobs right, the cops are supposed to know these things. So why does the officer have to go and get confirmation of where Nipsey was taken? He's supposed to already know that. So that's something else that stands out to me that's not making any sense. And then the grandmother, weeks prior, when she was interviewed and the media was recording her interview, she said this happened in the morning, that her grandson was shot in the morning. But according to the media and everybody else, Nipsey was shot in the afternoon. So that right there, that stands out. The grandmother know what she's talking about. The grandmother is not going to lie, and the grandmother ain't senile. The grandmother is very much in her right mind and knows what she's talking about. Old people are not given credit for what they know. A lot of people don't take older people seriously. A lot of people think of older people as senile people, and they're far from it. Some older people are senile, but not every old person is. And then something else stands out to me. Why was there nobody in that parking lot with a gun or some type of protection to protect him, to help him out? Why didn't he have any security around at that time to help him out? So whoever pulled this off, they waited until he was an easy target. They waited until he didn't have any protection. They waited until he wasn't armed to protect himself. So whoever pulled this off, it was a coward move on their part. And then I just think about, you know, everything the mom said. She spoke so well about the spirit. She spoke so well about her understanding the way she felt, what was going through her mind. And everybody doesn't have this belief system. Everybody doesn't believe in spiritual way of thinking and spiritual processing. Everybody doesn't believe in this. But I am very much a spiritual person. I believe everything that woman said. It's just a matter of whether or not, if you can understand what she's saying, you know, you got to have an understanding. That woman is not dumb. That woman knows what happened to her son. And the media and everyone else behind the scenes that's in control of things are so good at trying to make her look like a liar, trying to make Black Sam look like a liar, trying to make people like me look crazy. Us YouTubers who are picking up on certain things, they're good at making us look crazy. That's just what they're good at doing. They're good at making people look like liars and crazy people. And then I just think about the numbers. I didn't know much about this before until I did, you know, I haven't done my own studies on this, but the numbers 3, 6, those have significant meanings in these secret societies. So I was looking at, on one of the videos I was watching, the number 66 on the fire truck and the number 66 on the ambulance truck. Okay? Do your homework and study and find out what 6 means, okay? What 6 means. And in the Bible, the number 666 is described as Satan's number. Now, something else stood out to me. There's always the covering up of the eye, or people, you know, talk about the all-seeing eye when they look deeper into these types of things. And then the shape of the pyramid or the triangle, right? And then this new expression that is being shown that I recognize is the one shoe off and the one sock off. When they was rolling Nipsey away on the stretcher, he had one sock off and one shoe off. Okay, that stood out. That's some kind of symbolism for whatever they're trying to symbolize. See, they like to play these mind games with you. They like to get you to think and feel a certain way because that's just their way of playing their game. That's the way they're, you know, operating and getting these rituals done. Then something else stood out to me. When somebody gets shot, you're going to see blood, right? Well, I didn't see any blood. Not on the ground at all. I didn't see any blood on Nipsey when they was rolling him away at all. I didn't see any blood on the gloves when they were trying to, quote unquote, give him CPR at all. And then this raggedy old school clip that they show you from across the way as to what happened, that's not a good enough video to show what actually happened. And if there are cameras in Nipsey's store and cameras in front of the building showing and giving proof as to what actually happened, how come they're not showing us that? How come they're not showing us videos from those cameras? They're only giving us a video from across the way that don't really show much of anything. It's like lightweight blurred, and you know, it's not a good quality video. So that's a BS video they put out there. So they try to get you to buy into this is what happened type thing. That ain't what happened. I think somebody got the videos showing exactly what happened. They just not putting it out there to the public for us to see. They try to get you and I to think something that ain't so. And if you're not paying attention and you're not changing your way of thinking and you are not allowing yourself to be sucked in, you can pick up on things. But if you're not paying attention and you just taking their word for it, you can easily be sucked in and just believe anything. I believe there's a point to what that woman was saying when she got up there and spoke about her son. I believe she knew exactly what happened to her son, and I believe that he was killed before that scene, that crime scene that they gave us on display. I believe he was killed somewhere else. I don't believe he was killed in front of that store, because if he was, they would give us a video showing exactly what happened, and not no beat up, scrawny, blurry video as to showing what happened across the way. There's other things out there now too, you know, saying that, and I've done a video on this, that there was a fight between Big U, Black Sam, and Nip. And Big U tried to bully Nip into giving him whatever he wanted from Nip, and Nip wasn't trying to give it to him. And the brother didn't want his little brother to get hurt. Black Sam didn't want his brother to get hurt, so he shot a gun in the air to stop Big U from beating the brakes off of Nip. And so once he did that, police roll up, and before they ask questions, they start shooting. Now, this is what I heard on another video I watched. I don't know if this part of the story is true. I don't know if that's what really went down, but that's just another theory as to what somebody believe could have or actually did go down. Now, I believe this too. I believe that nothing happens for no reason. I believe that whatever Nipsey was involved in, it brought him to his ultimate demise. I also believe that you can prevent certain things from happening. You just keep yourself out of certain situations and certain circles to protect yourself, and you can keep yourself safe. But if you get involved in certain things and you have no clue what you're getting yourself into, all it is just an open door for things to come your way that you can't afford to have come your way. And unfortunately, not only do you lose, but your family suffers for your loss. I'm going to be keeping an eye on Nipsey's mother, and anytime they put her on camera or on TV or whatever they do, I'm just going to be paying close attention of the things that she says, because this is a very, very smart woman who's full of high intellect. She knows what she's talking about, and if you just can pick apart the things that she says, she's saying certain things that people are just not catching on to. I believe, all in all, this is a very tragic situation. It's something that we can all learn from. We can learn from this young man's tragedy and learn what not to do, learn what not to put ourselves in, learn what not to be a part of, and learn what not to get caught up in. You know, our children need us. Our children, you know, need to be able to grow up and have us around. Our children need us to be able to guide them and protect them and teach them and direct them. But our children don't need to see us being put in the ground. And it's just unfortunate for Nip that his children had to see him be put in the ground. All right, now, look at Fantasia. I'm watching a little bit of clippings from the BET Awards. I really don't watch the BET Awards, but I'm just watching a little bit of it, and I see Fantasia. I see Cardi B. Everybody's, you know, jamming to Mary J's performance. She's doing a great job. But yeah, I don't want to get distracted. But yeah, just you guys take a look at the clipping. I'm going to show you this clipping. and see what you guys can get out of it. Write your opinions and thoughts under the description box. Don't forget to share and subscribe. Share with your family and friends. Please subscribe. Please subscribe. I got more juicy details and information coming soon. I got stories of other celebrities coming soon, so stay tuned. Peace.
Everything has been said about my grandson that could be said. I was so amazed at how much love was out in the world for him that you uplifted me. I accepted his life as God said to me, Nipsey, you've done your job. You've left your mark. I'm welcoming you into heaven so you can rest. And I love him with all my heart and soul. Thank you so much, world, for loving him too.
I just want to thank you guys for all the love and support, and the marathon continues again.
I am a Queen Mother, and I represent African people. And I just want to know why they didn't show me at the crime scene. My conversation went something like this to the officer. What happened? Someone was shot. Who? Nipsey Hussle. My spirit said, oh, that's it. That's why. I was finished processing my son's assassination. I said, where was he shot? He pointed right there. I looked at his car. I saw a crescent shape of his personal belongings with a space between his vehicle, and it was peaceful. I saw no blood there. I said, is he dead? He said, the paramedics took him to California Hospital, I think. I said, will you please double check with the paramedics to make sure so that I do not drive to the wrong location? When he went to do that, one of Ermias's close friends was very traumatized. I walked over to him and put my hands on his shoulder, and I told him, Evan, look into my eyes, Evan. I said, you know that we are spiritual beings having a physical experience, right, Evan? You understand that, right? So even though our bodies die, as they call it, on this side of eternity, our spirits live. We lift out of this vessel, and we continue on. And then I felt a spirit of retribution and revenge when I had my hands on his shoulder, and I had to talk. And I was 100% present in the spirit and 100% absent in the body until I felt that spirit of retribution and revenge. And then I started talking to Evan, and I don't even know what words I used because I was very frightened then. That frightened me. I cannot remember what I said, but I could tell that I had chased those spirits away from him. So I walked back to the yellow tape, and the officer greeted me, and he said, yes, that's the right hospital. And I told him, thank you very much, officer. And I looked at his badge, Resurrection. And when I walked away, there was a woman running down the alley behind the Fat Burger. She was heavy busted and looked like her breasts were gonna make her tumble over. It's broken asphalt, you know. I was, and she was just in grief. She was just grief. I told her, hey, wait, what are you doing? Stop, look at me, okay? I'm his mother. Get yourself together. I need you to help me get my car out of this parking space, okay? Arius and I held the same space. I did not sleep for 2 weeks leading up to his assassination. I did not sleep at all Saturday night. I went to sleep at 6 a.m. Sunday morning. Lauren told me that Arius held the same space. He celebrated my godson's birthday, which was March the 31st. He came home and he was organizing things like women do when they're about to give birth. We nest. We start cleaning up things, you see. So Arius was nesting because his spirit, his baby spirit, was about to be born. Thank you. And thank you for your prayers and for your love. We appreciate it.
I wish my son was here to get the award. And thank you, ET, for recognizing and just do your thing, please. And I appreciate all the fans, especially the ET. He wanted to be here so badly. And last year, he made it to perform here. We were so happy for him. And now we recognize him, and we appreciate that. Out Nafash, marathon continue.